This demo is on Image Trace and the Image Trace panel. The Image Trace panel can easily convert any digital or scanned photo to editable vector art. So we're starting here with a low-res scanned image, black and white image. Okay, we want to select it. And to find the Image Trace palette, you look under Window, Image Trace. So for this, this is black and white art. We would just keep the mode on black and white, and everything else is good. So we will preview it. At the same time, that will trace it for you. Now, to make this editable, we have to expand it. You always have to remember to do that, because right now, I can't do anything with this. Okay, but if I click on the expand button up here on your control panel, you will now be able to get to your anchor points. So with the direct selection tool, you can now edit this. Okay, very good tool for drawing logos. Anytime you have good, clear black and white art to use, it'll do a real good job on that. Okay, next, want to do an image trace on a full color image or a 4-color image. Now, this image is a low res 72 dpi. If you try to image trace a 300 dpi image, it's going to take probably over a half hour and the results might not work. The file's just going to be huge. So we use a low res image here, and basically we're going to go into the image trace palette and switch color, black and white to color. And then on the palette where it is on limited, we want to put that on full tone so we can get a full range of colors there. Okay, and we can either preview it or trace it. We'll just go ahead and trace. Notice this takes longer than a simple black and white image. Okay, now I want to, well, first I'll zoom in on it. You can see it's not like the original. There's definitely a trade-off there, but we're going to expand it. And now we can see all the anchor points. Now I'm going to undo that, Command Z. Okay, now we can look at the anchor points. So you can see, first of all, we have 48,000 paths and 301,000 so anchor points. So you can see what that's doing to your file size when you do expand that. Okay, so it will be quite large. And if, well, we did zoom in. Okay, now also we're looking at doing image trace on limited color, like a cartoon, like we have Kenny here from South Park. So basically I'm going to select Kenny, and this time we want to go in here and we want to put our mode on color, but we're going to go limited color, which is 30, and that's about all we'll need for this. Okay, and we'll go ahead and trace Kenny. Okay, and we want to expand it. Okay, so there it does a pretty good job. Now, one thing you need to be aware of on image trace is if you have a white background, it will trace the background also. If I click right here with the direct selection tool, you can see it has a white background. It did trace that. So if you wanted to eliminate that, you could delete it with the direct selection tool. But sometimes when you do that, I'm going to undo that. It'll also get rid of part of your tracing. A better way to do it is just give it a fill of none. So I'm going to give this background a fill of none here. And then we'll make a new layer. And I'll throw a color on there. Oops. And you can see the background's gone, except for this little part down here. So I can delete that. Always have to use the direct selection tool on these. Okay, so those are the 3 exercises you're going to do and then save to your Google Drive. Now another sample here, another full color photo, a picture of General Sherman here. Say I want to turn this into an illustration. So I will select it. Okay, and now in here under View, or in Presets that is, okay, I'm going to switch it from the default to Sketched Art. Okay, that's not going to look too good because it's still in black and white. But now I'm going to go in here and switch black and white to color. And it's reading the pixels. Now we have a pretty nice looking illustration. And we can expand that. Which, you could edit. So that is the image trace panel.